Hey, how you doing? Game of Thrones, man. Finale. Season 6, episode 10, wins a winner. I'm EJ Boxing Live. I'm hoping some other people can come along. Um, Joe Habib, Ben Umar, obviously D Styles, J Bills. Hopefully other guys can come along and join into the finale, man. And what a finale it was. One of the best episodes I've seen. I have no real criticisms, not really, no much criticisms. I've got a bit of criticisms, but not too much. But it's nothing that can't be addressed. Just hope D Star comes on and me and D Stars can probably talk about it as well. But overall, man, it was one of the best episodes I've seen. The Battle of the Bastards was really good. That was a 10 out of 10, and I gotta say, this one right here, 10 out of 10, man. No doubt about it, man. So without further ado, I do. We're gonna get into. Actually, you know what? Let me see if anyone's watching here on YouTube. So if you guys are watching YouTube, I'll try and make this interactive, and so you guys can join in. So I'm gonna just wait for a second, couple of seconds. I'll bring it up on the YouTube thing, man. And I'll tell you, man, Game of Thrones, man, this shocked me. Real shocking episode. And all the rumors a lot of people were talking about, most of them came true. Most of the time it was spoilers and stuff. Cause I listen to other people's shows, Tony Teflon and the small council over there with James Jones or whoever it's James Johnson and them guys over there. Um, I listen to a lot of their shows as well. What's another show I listen to? Thingy Flicks. What's it called again? What's that flick? I listen to that show as well, and all the most of the stuff they brought up, it happened. So we're gonna get into it. So how the show starts off with is in King's Landing and Cersei's trial, and she's looking out yonder. I think she's in the palace, looking down at the. I think it's looking down on at. I mean, King's Landing is the place. I think she's looking down at the church place. I can't remember what it's called, where the scepter is anyway. And Marjorie's getting herself tied up and whatever. You got the High Sparrow himself putting his robes and getting himself ready. So everyone's getting ready for the trial. King Tommen putting on his jewelry. Obviously, he's got on the necklace of the lion, the stag, and obviously because he's half Baratheon, supposedly, and half, and definitely he's definitely all Lannister. Everyone knows that. So King Tommen's getting ready to obviously make his way down to the sept or wherever it is, and I know for some reason he's nervous to go down there. Obviously, he knows he's going to be judging his mum, but he has no authority. And to me, and everyone knows this, the bloody High Sparrow's running the bloody show, man. He's running the whole bloody show completely. There is no control to King Tommen, but he's just more or less a puppet figure. You see Lannis, what's his name again? Loras Tyrell. They're shivering in the corner, and he's broke completely. He's completely broke. You know what I mean? He's just gonna converse and spill the beans. Whatever you need to do, he's there. And so basically, the Sparrow and he's wherever he bloody, whatever got judges. It's very funny to me though, because what's the name again? Thingy Tyrell, the Tyrell dad. He's there watching this whole go on. They bloody mess up their son's forehead with a knife, and he basically says he has no claims over High Gardens. Like, why would they let that happen? Another thing as well that bothers me is Tywin's brother, the Hand of the King, just sitting there like the Hand of the King has power. How can you let this barefooted dude completely take over King's Landing and run Russia over all these raw people? It's ludicrous. Anyway, King Tom was being asked to come down, and he's still sitting there. Obviously, Tim Common he's a coward, a bit of a coward and stuff like that. He stays put, and Cersei's getting herself ready. But as we know, she ain't going nowhere. Hell no. Hell no, we ain't go. So that's what she did. She stayed put. And what's it? Grandmaster Pycelle. He's there, obviously busy with the prostitutes, or whatever. And She's asking for her money, and he says, "Yeah, I'll pay you later, no problem." And he's making his way down to the church place, whatever. I should really know the name of these places. And one little child stops him on the stairs and whispers in his ear, and he couldn't help but go down there. I don't know why, but I think he whispered the king wants to talk to you privately, and he believed it. So I don't know why he believed that. I don't know why a king get me. He could have said the king's guard, but he fell for it, and he went down there, and the Kyron's waiting for him. And anyway, Loras is coming out. I don't know why Loras let them. Loras is completely broke, and then someone should have stepped in. You see the thing is, yeah, I'm looking at Loras, yeah. His mum, no, his grandma, which is the Queen of Thorns, she would have stopped this bullshit right there. He basically gave up his lands and his titles to these barefooted people who marked up his head. Loras did the same frigging bloody thing. Loras Lannister, idiot, bloody dummy as well. They only the conk on their head, let this bloody barefoot warrior just terrorize them over King Lanston. But he's basically got the power. This barefooted man is telling people, you know what I mean, what to do. He marks up Loras's forehead. Loras breaks down, and I can't even believe it. And you know what? Did Cersei go too far, bombing them all up down there? I tell you what, she had enough, man. Even her son, but she saved her son from the whole situation. Marjorie worked out what was going on. Anyway, Loras the dickhead goes down. Some little kid, instead of chasing the kid for what reason I have no idea. The kid stabs him. I don't know where the kid stabbed him. She stabbed him. Where did the kid stab him? So I need to watch it. It's coming up now. The kid stabs him in a place, but Laura, it crippled him. Let me see where he got stabbed. Yeah, I'm going to rewind it right now. Yeah, bear with me, guys. I want to see where Loras got stabbed, because wherever he got stabbed, I got stabbed in his Achilles, man. And then anyway, Master Pycelle got stabbed up by little sparrows. Listen, if I saw the little shits coming towards me, I'd have picked some sticks and start laying them out, mate. I know the little kid's gonna stab me up, mate. But anyway, he's old anyway, so I guess the little kids are kind of quick and they got knives, and I don't know why they had so much grudge against him. I don't know what he done to the little birds, little whisper little birds. But they obviously had something for him. Okay, he got stabbed in his kidneys. But wherever he got stabbed, it kind of crippled Loras Lannister, and the kids standing over the top of him, looking at him. And these are the kids. The kids are the little birds, or formerly this is Varys' little bird. Now they're Kyber's birds. So the little kids are pretty nifty, pretty deadly with daggers, man. They're pretty lethal. But I can't believe, yeah, that you have Tywin Lannister's brother is such a dummy. Such a dummy, and you have I know King the guy of Tyrell, he's not too smart either. But Marjorie's the smartest one of long. She realizes what's going on. King's not here, Thingy's not here. What's going on? Obviously, she realized that there's something going on. It doesn't seem right. She tries to leave, and the bloody won't let her. Well, that's another thing as well. Well, when her mom said we should leave this place, they should have left. She should have left came back. They should have. At that time when they had a chance here to fight the bloody Sparrow, they should have fought them. They should have fought them and took power, and then gave those blood and stuff like that. At least the Tyrells have been alright. And you know, Marjorie's one of my favorite characters as well. Not the High Sparrow. The High Sparrow should have died a different death. But the way Marjorie walked up to the High Sparrow, she goes, "I've played your game now. I've had enough. Yeah, I'm looking to leave and stuff like that." High Sparrow is so bloody bent on power. He believes in his conviction so much. He doesn't mind dying. She tells him straight. She told him straight. She's not playing the game no more. She can realize what's going on. Cersei's not here, and he still doesn't work it out. She wants to leave, and the bloody High Sparrow, they won't let people leave. He could no way imagined that what was going to happen. As Loras Lannister makes his way to the candle, the candle's burning down, and Loras realized he only got a couple of seconds. Well, there's 3 candles, Loras, so it's only going to be a matter of time, so it's too late. It doesn't matter what Loras does, man. He gets down there, finally realized he is rumbling underneath the palace, whatever, and that was it. The rumbling is over, and the whole of King's Landing, or most of the King people, and there's nothing as well. Like people predicted, they had the whole of King's Landing being burnt down, man. It wasn't the whole of King's Landing. It was basically just that temple thing, and that's what it is. The temple got burned down, not the whole of King's Landing, because the Queen's still there. She's in where obviously the chambers of the throne. People's predictions are way off there. Nothing as well. I need to stop listening to people's predictions. Anyway, so finally the fire sweeps through the whole of the bloody temple underneath and bombed them all up. Yeah, the scepter gets it first before everyone. Marjorie, everyone. But hey, that's what happens, isn't it? Queen of form, the whole of her lineage is gone in one swoop. A husband, grandson, everyone, they've all gone. And Cersei watches on, smiles, man. And hey, listen, can't blame her, man. She got treated. Shame. She had to walk the walk of atonement. See what? The only thing she didn't bank on is bloody her son, King Tommen, jumping out the bloody window, which is understood. Well, look, the thing is, yeah, the mountain was there. He could have stopped King Tommen from doing that. You know, he actually could have stopped them, but he was probably ordered to stop the king from leaving the room. He actually left at this point, so he did what he was supposed to. I'd actually used to see them leave. King Tommen couldn't take it, mate, because I don't think he lived without Marjorie. That's nothing. His mum's not there to tell him that, listen, he could get another chick. But Marjorie done him good, mate. I don't know how Marjorie sucked at him, whatever she did to him. But he's only a little boy, and she done him in. Marjorie, whatever. But I tell you what, when King Tommen died, she wasn't bothered. Let's move on to so Cersei's over that woman who's beating her with a bloody spoon when she was drinking water from the floor, and she's got her there. And even though that woman was wicked to Cersei, she's tall as well, big, tall woman. I don't know what her name is, high school. I can't remember her name is. She looks like a bloody nurse. Even though Cersei's got her in that vulnerable predicament, I kind of feel some ways with her. When the mountain comes in, man, I don't know what kind of punishment he's doing to her, man. But he's obviously gonna treat her. He's obviously gonna do some wicked stuff to her, man. Wicked, because that guy's not human, innit? And he probably acted at sex for a while, so he's gonna take whatever he's out. He's gonna take it out now. And so I was interested to see how she turns up next season. But Cersei did promise this woman that the last thing you see is gonna be my eyes. And the woman didn't care at that time. But the woman said, the thing about these people, they've been trained to welcome death. But what they haven't been trained for is to welcome being punished before their death, which Cersei would do. And she would be cruel and vindictive, and she would punish this woman. Yeah, she had Cersei walk, and you remember she cut in Cersei's hair, she cut in Cersei's scalp, she ripped her clothes off. The way they washed her, it was rough. They roughed up Cersei like she'll never forget. She's never been treated in that way for anyone in her life, the way she got treated by the High Sparrow and his people. Hey, but she was the one who gave them metal. She gave the Lannister weapons, man. She forged their weapons. She put it in there. She ain't too smart in that point. But anyway, she's gonna let the bloody mountain do whatever he wants of her, and whatever he did to her, I have no idea. It's not a good look anyway. I tell you what, I don't know what he did to her. King Tommen jumps himself out the window, and that's it. And then we move on to down to the phrase with Jaime Lannister, and there's a woman giving Bronn wine and stuff like. Bronn's thinking, yeah, she's all right. I don't mind her, but she's looking at Jaime. Obviously, later on we find out that's gonna be Arya Stark. I didn't know that was Arya Stark. A lot of people say they did. I have no idea it was Arya Stark. And Jaime's not interested. All he cares about is Cersei. And good, fair play to Jaime. Honest guy. At least he's not messing with these tarts, man. These tarts. Bronn, on the other hand, he can't help himself, innit? Like, he's trying to get as much as he can. You know what I mean? Remember, he's living a different lifestyle. Jaime's used to this, used to women throwing themselves at him. It's not no thing to Jaime. But anyway, Bronn finally goes off with them women, and Jaime's there. I think Jaime's there at this point. So he has a conversation with Walder Frey. Walder Frey, he's never fought in his life. Obviously, they call him the Punisher. Call him the late Walder Frey because he came to the battle late, and they mock him. And Jaime puts him in his place, man. He says, tells Walder that you've never fought no battles or no one, and if you can't help Riverrun, how do I need you? Anyway, Cersei, go back to Cersei. Cersei sees King Tommen. She goes burn his ashes over there with everyone else. Shows that she just turned cold. But her son was gonna send her out. Then you go to Sam Tully, who finally gets to go to the place where they what's it? They're called the Meisters. they so he gets there with Gilly and the baby, whatever. She can't come in, but Sam can. And Sam finally goes into the library. You know, Sam is he's a very good at bookworm. Because Sammy can't wait to go back to the wall to help out, to give knowledge. That's what he's going to be. He's going to be very useful to help him to try and destroy the White Walkers. And we move on to back to Winterfell, and finally, Jon Stark and Sansa are in there. They find out Melisandre Davos confronts her about what she did to Queen Marie. What's her name again? To the princess. What's her name? It's the princess. What's the? She's so good at Baratheon. Sherelle. I think it's Sherelle Baratheon. Kind of admits what she did, burn them, whatever madness she was up to. She's tearing mad, but she knows she's going to be useful to Jon in some way. But she burnt her about it needed to be done. She's friggin' crazy. Davos says, if Caesar come back in the north, he's going to hang her himself. Like he's a man of honor. As people was asking, I wonder where Davos's hands are, his fingers around his neck. A lot of people was wondering where that was with Davos. No one's coming, no one's actually watching this point, but that's all good. We're gonna continue. So Melisandre, she rides off. Jon Snow watches her on the wall. He has a conversation with his sister, which is not Cersei. What's her name again? Sansa. Sansa doesn't trust no one no more. She doesn't understand why. She's been abused and stuff like that. And she's kind of still building a relationship. And she knows that's her brother. Building a relationship with, at this point, they believe they're brothers. They build a relationship. Jon Snow's talking about, she should trust each other. They're all out to get each other. And they said winter has finally come. She, the Queen of Thorns, she goes and she's in Dawn, which is surprising. The last time she came down there, one of the people from the Tyrells, they got killed by a bunch of scorpions. She basically is rude and she's bitter, and all she wants to do is find out, what am I doing here? What are you going to give me? And they're saying, well, we're basically going to team up and we're going to beat up on Cersei and the Lannisters. The Lannisters have done so much damage. Everyone wants to get back to the Lannisters, and this day, Cersei's days are numbered. Remember, this is the final finale, boss. So we're going to have to see what happens next. So with the Queen of Thorns, now she's one of my favorite characters as well. And then Marjorie dead is bad. Anyway, the second son had a conversation with what's her name, Daenerys. She tells him that she can't bring him there, so has to stay in Meereen. Tyrion tells her he did the right thing. Tyrion becomes the Queen's first hand, which is a good look as well for Tyrion. It's interesting. He's going to be the first Queen's hand. Tyrion deserves it, man. He's very wise and stuff like that. He's very fair, as Tyrion, fair king. I don't know what's going to happen when the Lannister family is going to get killed. I don't know how that's going to happen. Anyway, we go back to the phrase, water phrase, and Arya, she's over there talking to him, and she said, listen, water phrase asked her where's his sons are. She goes, there they are, they're here. They're in the pie. I don't know how she packed them into the pie, but hey, I've seen kind of Hannibal Lecter do some things as well. What's in there? I think it's his hand and his thumb. She's got his thumb pushed into the pie, and she reveals herself as Arya Stark. Yeah, you didn't kill all of us, mate. Water Frey. He tries to run and she slits his throat, which is ironic. Her mom got her throat slit in the same way. And Water Frey, he deserves his comeuppance. You know the thing about some of these really wicked characters, I wish they died in the worst death. Some of them die a bit too easy, man. But nevertheless, you see his throat open up, and Sansa's there to watch as well at that. Water Frey. Well, yeah, Water Frey died a horrible death. And the Freys are doomed. And I know what the Freys are going to do. Obviously, the alliances with the Lannisters and the Freys is at an end, because they're going to have no help, because the Freys, obviously, Water Frey is dead. And they're so both of his sons, so they're going to be fighting for who's in charge. So they're not going to have time to try and help the Lannisters if the Lannisters are under attack. So that's a possibility as well, because the Lannisters, in terms of alliances, they haven't got that many. Cersei, even though she took the kingdom, to hold the king, but basically, in my opinion, to hold the kingdom, you need alliances, man. You do. Anyway, you see, Sir, what's it again? What's it? Not Arya Stark, Thingy Stark, and Littlefinger's. What's her name again, man? Not Cersei, man. Anyway, she met with Littlefinger's outside in the same place where she got married to bloody Ramsay Bolton, around the same place. Anyway, Littlefinger's tries to spin his web and try to manipulate her, but she's not falling for it no more, man. She used Littlefinger to get our house back. But that's all your Littlefinger's gonna be. Littlefinger's confessed that he wants to be the ruler and to take over and stuff like that. He wants to rule the Iron Throne. You see Littlefinger, you better make sure that she don't find out that you're the reason why her mum got killed and her dad got killed, mate. You better hope she don't find that out, man. Because the moment you find that out, listen, mate. Hey, it's gonna be a wrap for you, Sunshine. The Littlefinger's there spinning his web, and not Cersei. What's her name, bro? Sansa. Sansa Stark. She's not falling for none of Littlefinger's games. She basically used him to get help. She never wanted to use him, but she realized she had to use his help. And thus the World War he came. But she's actually the Littlefinger shows how much he likes her. And she don't think she does like him, but she's been burnt, so she don't trust too many people. Littlefinger, if he wanted to have Sansa, he should have took her after he killed her aunt. And she's seen him kill her aunt. She knows how ruthless he is, and she knows that he's trying to play the game. He wants stuff of her now, and she's not going to be easily tricked. You know, she's seen him kill the aunt. And also Sansa lied to get out. She lied for Littlefinger and told Littlefinger what happened. Lied when they questioned Sansa what happened. How did her auntie die? She lied for that situation. So she knows what kind of man Littlefinger is. He's bloody ruthless. You know, and he sold her to Boltons. She's seen all these things. She's not dumb. Littlefinger's just trying to play in her weaknesses, but he hasn't got that much charm. And I think Littlefinger's might have done himself in. But at the same time, the House of Stark has been unified, and we have one king, which his name is Jon Snow. Which his name should be at this point Jon Stark, and it legit he can be Stark. But in the case of this situation, if his dad is a Targaryen, you usually take your dad's name. So he's basically Jon Targaryen. So because of his dad, the prince. So I think his last name should be a Targaryen, but he doesn't know that no more anyway. Anyway, we go to Benjen Stark. He's there with Brandon Stark. And he basically just dumps them off the horse and leaves them there. And we see a vision as Brandon touches the tree with the big lips. And we go there and we see Ned Stark running up to his sister, and sister confesses to look after the baby. The baby comes Jon Snow. Jon Snow's there, and he's progressed. The thing is, I like the house with Borma. She really backs Jon Snow in a big way. Remember, she didn't want to be back him in the first place. But the thing is, I think it was Davos who convinced her at the time, and she realized the war. And you know what really convinced me was her? Is when she heard that shitbag Ramsay, the way he said he's going to feed them all to his dogs and shit. She realized at that point, she said, fuck that shit. Nah, mate, I'm backing Jon Snow. You know, you realize, you know, even though they want to they had trouble joining Jon Snow, but when they saw how fucking wicked Ramsay were, and this guy was going to be ruling, and they said, yeah, we have to fucking take this dude out. We're gonna have to take this dude out real quick, and then from that point onwards, they said House Barmar is gonna be so loyal to the Starks. Even though Jon Stark's a bastard, it doesn't matter, mate. In the day, he's the man. And so all the North, they're all in there. All the North's houses, they're all in there. They're still kind of burnt from the war, you know, with the Robb Stark. They lost the war, but actually, to be fair, he never lost a war in a battle. He lost it because he made wrong decisions in terms of his heart and women, which Jon Snow is like that as well. He's emotional. He wears his heart on his sleeve, as you saw, trying to save his brother, running down to save his brother. And to be fair, if that was any of us, I think we'd have did the same thing. I think any of us would have did the same thing. My brother was there, and this guy's throwing arrows at my brother. I did the same thing. But that's what Ramsay wanted. Ramsay manipulated him to get down there in the Battle of the Bastards so he could do what he did. Anyway, we've covered that already. But I'll be honest with you, man. The North, I'm glad the North is unified. Sansa kind of feels disrespected in a way, because she feels like, she's the one who saved the day. But Jon gave her that credit. He actually told her, like, you're the one who won the day. It's your victory. But House Stark for now is unified. We don't know how it's going to be at this point. I mean, I think Jon Snow at this point is going to say, well, we're going to have to go and sort out the White Walkers, mate. He's going to go send help down White Walkers. Hopefully they link up with Sam, and I think that's what their battle is gonna be down there at the wall. So George's gonna obviously send reinforcement because that there is paramount, yeah, to me, that you send reinforcements, people down there to protect the wall from the bloody White Walkers. Because if they get out there, if the White Walkers get over the wall, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Apparently there's a horn or something like that that they can blow to bring down the wall. But right at the minute, it stands as it stands. The House of Stark is unified, and I for one am happy. I wasn't overly jumping. I was like, well, of course this is gonna happen. To see the Starks back in Winterfell is a good thing, and get rid of that evil Ramsay. Roose was cunning and wicked, but his own. I don't think he foresaw his son killing him, boy. And all the other people thought maybe there were people when they had his brother was setting up Ramsay and stuff like that. None of that happened, man. They were legit, man. They were legit bitch asses. You know what I'm saying? But these guys were pledged their houses to the north to Ramsay. Davos is a very good leader as well. And I don't think Davos has seen the White Walkers, but I'm so happy. Starks has actually got a smile on their face, actually, because you see Littlefinger. And Jaime is basically coming to King's Landing and he sees the bloody smoke. He's thinking, what the hell has happened? What the hell has Cersei done? Cersei's there walking herself down with the mountain, and she's Queen Cersei of the Seven Kingdoms by Qyburn. Jaime's looking on, and we see what happens. But at the same time, we see Theon Greyjoy and his sister and the Iron Island fleet working away with the Dothraki, with the head of the dragon on the boats, and making their way down. I think the second sons are going to stay in Marine, so she left that army ground, which is pretty good. But hold on, let me see. Someone contact me as well. Who's that? Where's the link? Oh, okay, it's Ben Umar. Okay, Ben Umar. Right, so they're making their way down to King's Landing, and Cersei's bloody in trouble. That's clear. The moment they land, Cersei is going to be in trouble. You know what I mean? This is plain and simple to me. Cersei, the moment they land, I don't know what Cersei's going to do. Is there going to be negotiations? There's nothing Cersei can do, really. And the thing is, yeah, if she tries to fight, she's going to get burnt up. There's nothing she can do. Jaime and her are just going to probably die together. And I'm sure Tyrion's going to be heartbroken by that. Maybe Tyrion's going to turn on the Queen. Because, I mean, that's his brother. He don't really care much for Cersei. But his sister, his brother, he cares for Jaime. Jaime was the one who let him go, innit? Jaime was the one who saved him. So, but Jaime said if he sees his brother, he's going to kill him. Who's that? Who just jumped him? Is that Umar? He didn't turn off the background, Umar. So anyway, as you see, Daenerys making her way with Tyrion. Varys is very the way Varys can jump from, he was just in Dawn and now he's on the boat. I don't know how he got there from one place to the other, but Varys is there, and so they've got Dawn, they've got Highgarden, they've got Dothraki, they've got the Unsullied, they've got 3 dragons. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And to me, I don't know what's gonna happen. But you know the thing is, yeah, every time I watch Game of Thrones, yeah, right, they always finish in this thing where I see them marching.
Best show ever, bro. Best show ever.
Oh, here we go. We got Ben Umar, man. Ben Umar's a straight us fans. We said Ben Umar, one of the best shows ever, right?
Best episode ever in the history of the series, bro.
Yeah. What do you like about it, man?
Everything. Start from anywhere you want to. I loved every part of that episode. Just how they started it off, where there was no dialogue, where it just started off with the score in the background, and Cersei was getting ready to kill everybody. And I knew she was about to do something crazy.
Yeah, man. Cersei. What do you think of Cersei becoming queen, man? Umar. I guess Umar's on silent, right?
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you, man. You got a lot of noise in the background, Umar. Where you at, man? You got kids in the background crying and stuff, and so I can hear you, bro. Umar.
I'm here, but there's just a lot of noise in the background, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find yourself in a quiet place, Umar, to talk, man, because you know what I mean. I'll have a dialogue with you. You got some background noise, you know.
Just ask me the questions and I'll answer them.
Nah, bro, the Umar, I've already finished, Umar. I finished. I've already asked you a question.
All right, well, if you're done, I guess I missed it. I guess I missed my opportunity then.
No, you still talk. I asked you a question. I said, how do you feel about Queen Cersei being queen? Umar, I asked you a question.
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm here, bro. What did you ask me?
I asked you about Queen Cersei. How do you feel about the queen being queen of the Seven Kingdoms?
Oh, you said, what do I think about Cersei being a queen?
Yeah.
It was crazy because, like I said at the beginning of the episode, how it happened was nobody was talking. It was basically no dialogue. Excuse my nephew in the background, but it was basically no dialogue. And then she blew everybody up. And then once she did that, once I saw the guy hold Tom in the room, I thought it was gonna be all good. But then Tom killed himself, so I knew it was either her or Jamie that was going to be the king, and Jamie was gone, so you knew who was going to assume the throne. And I think from this point on, Cersei's going to be the most evil motherfucker in the world because the only person that kept Cersei being normal was her kids, and she has no kids. And that prophecy that witch told her when she was a daughter that all her kids were going to die came true, and now Cersei's going to be the most evil person in the world.
Yeah. I don't think she cared when Tommen died. She didn't really wasn't bothered. She really gone already. Tommen was gonna see her out, bro. Her own son was gonna get her killed, though. To be fair, her son was gonna see her. When he said trial by combat, he outlawed it. So he more or less condemned his mom to die, bro. So she had no choice, but she still wasn't trying to kill her son anyway. But yeah. So what do you think about the Dothraki army? Not Dothraki. Them making their way to Marine. Daenerys.
Oh, you talking about the last scene of the show?
Yeah. She's got everything now. They're all making their way finally. But this happens every season.
Right.
Go ahead.
It took. Hold on 1 second, EJ.
Umar's got technical problem over there. Like, I don't know how they get me. He got technical. I was expecting D stars, but hey, at least someone turned up and Umar's here.
I'm here.
Go ahead, Umar.
All right. So what you were talking about with the last episode, right? I mean, the last scene of the episode, which when the whole army and they had the Targaryen sails up and everything, and they were going. There was so many ships. It was crazy. Like I was looking at it, and I was expecting the ships to go back, but so far, but they went way back, and it was like crazy. But the thing was, she made Tyrion the hand of the queen. Before that, we didn't touch on that, but she made Tyrion the hand of the queen. He used to be the hand of the king, but now he's the hand of the queen. And she's got her whole army coming towards, and it's going to be a clash, obviously, between her and Daenerys. Not Daenerys. It's going to be Daenerys and Cersei.
Yeah, Cersei. Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to be some kind of clash. But the thing that I really wanted to touch on, EJ, give EJ some props, because EJ's been telling me for about 4 or 5 episodes that Jon Snow's a Targaryen. I didn't know what he was talking about. I really didn't, because I never read a book. I don't know nothing about the history of this. But EJ was 100% right. Jon Snow's a Targaryen. So what are we going to see next year now that once it comes out that Jon Snow is the rightful owner to the Iron Throne? He's the rightful, because the owner of the Iron Throne correctly was Rhaegar Targaryen. Rhaegar died, and his only son that's living is Jon Snow.
Yeah, but
I know they just made him the king of the North, which was cool. And you seen Sansa looking like she's kind of tight about that. But at the end of the day, EJ, he's the rightful owner to that throne. What you think about that?
I hear what you're saying. I think Daenerys is because she's older. But the thing is, they don't recognize queens.
No, you know why I say Daenerys isn't? Listen to my logic. I know what you're saying. Rhaegar and Daenerys is Rhaegar's younger sister. And so was Varys, the other brother, the crazy one that was trying to set her off. But Rhaegar was supposed to inherit that throne. So therefore, his son, his only born son, which was Jon Snow, would inherit that throne before she would. And Jon Snow's his son. That's his throne by right.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's the whole point I'm trying to make, bro. So we're gonna have a great season next season, EJ.
But listen to this, right? He ain't packing no armies, bro. He ain't got no dragon no more. All he's got is the North. She's got dragons. Unsullied. She's got unsullied dragons. She's being held as the rightful ruler. No one knows this about. He doesn't even know that he's a half Tigerian. So how's he gonna find out? The only person,
bro, you know what I think, EJ.
The only person gonna tell him is Bran. But when it all comes down, that doesn't even matter because the White Walkers are coming. The White Walkers.
Bro, this is my thing, EJ, right? No disrespect. I don't mean to interrupt you, but this is my thing, right? Bran, logically, is the rightful king of the North. Bran is, because he's the last remaining son of Eddard Stark. Bran is before even Sansa. That's his land.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think next season Bran will make his way back, maybe, and he'll take that over. But Jon Snow, I think this is how I think. Excuse my nephew, he's just loud. But I think that Jon Snow, what's going to happen is they're going to go to attack the White Walkers. They're going to intercept Westeros, and it's going to be in the middle of something. And Jon Snow is going to get flamed. This is my theory. He's going to get flamed by a motherfucking. And he's going to walk through the flames, and Daenerys is going to realize that's her sibling. He's a Targaryen.
Yeah, he's half. He's half though. He's gonna get burned up.
Nah, he won't get burned up, bro. He won't get burned up, bro. You know why I tell you he won't get burned up, EJ? Jon Snow was destined for greatness. He got brought back from the death. He's known as the greatest swordsman in the North.
Yeah, but he's half. He's half.
Doesn't matter.
She's full Targaryen, full Targaryen blood. You can't burn them up. That's full of the dragon. Another one is who's full. You know, another guy is who's Targaryen.
But logically, let me ask you a question, EJ. I don't know. She's not full Targaryen. You know why I can tell you she's not full Targaryen? I don't know who her mother is. I know her father is a Targaryen. Her father is the Mad King. But her mother wasn't a Targaryen.
Yeah, she was.
They didn't marry within the family.
Yeah, they did. Umar.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they did, EJ. Maybe you're right about that. I won't argue on that. But I'm telling you, at the end of the show, I'll bet money, EJ. Jon Snow sitting on that Iron Throne.
The thing is, I don't think Jon will be. What happened is that, and the thing is, we were talking about predictions. I'm just gonna tell you straight in terms of the battles. It's not even a battle, Umar. It's not even a battle with Cersei. You know what I'm saying to you, bro? When dragons are rolling up, bro, it's not even a battle. It's like you bend the knee. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, that's how it is. You see dragons flying to you. If you're in the Middle Ages and you see dragons coming your way, you bend the fucking knee and get the hell out of Dodge. It don't make no sense trying to fight no dragons, bro. That don't make no sense. You get the heck out of Dodge. Hopefully she ain't gonna kill you. But Cersei has so many people after her that she can't even hide, bro. You know what I mean? They want her blood. Like, look, and the thing is,
EJ, let me ask you a question, EJ. How happy were you when you got your wish? The Faith Militant got smoked. How happy were you, bro?
I wasn't happy that well. I wanted him to get done properly. Even with Walter Frey, he died too easy. I need them like Ramsay. That's how Ramsay should go. He got eaten by his own dogs. That was good. He got beat up a bit as well. Yeah,
bro. You know how much I hated Ramsay. I love that scene.
Yeah. But what about this? What about the woman hitting her with a spoon? And she got raped. She's getting raped by the bloody mountain. She's getting raped in the dungeon by the mountain.
Oh yeah.
I feel sorry for her, you know. I actually feel sorry for her, you know, because
I didn't feel sorry for her. She was evil.
Nah, but she was fucked up. But she got fucked up by the Faith Militant. They used her. She goes, I want to die now, innit? You ain't getting out of this easy. She's gonna get punished, man. They're gonna turn her into a top tart, mate. They're gonna turn into a queen of tarts, man. They're gonna blosh her up, Umar. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, she's gonna get what's coming to her.
Cersei's crazy though, but you know what? Tyrion being the hand of the queen is probably the thing. But I don't think. But how is Tyrion gonna act when they tell her you got to kill your own brother? How's that gonna go down, Umar?
That's the only. I was thinking about that. That's the only person in his family that he still loves because his brother saved his life. Mm-hmm. So I think Tyrion. This is what I think. In the last episodes of the show, What Tyrion's gonna do, he's gonna do the same thing his brother did for him. He's gonna send his brother away. But Cersei, he won't have problem with Cersei dying because Cersei wanted to kill him. But his brother, Jaime, he'll save Jaime. Just like Jaime saved him. He'll send Jaime away.
Jaime can't survive without Cersei. Jaime can't survive without Cersei. If Cersei died, Jaime dies like 2 minutes. He's just gonna throw himself.
Well, bro, you should have. Did you see the way Jaime was looking at Cersei when she was getting named queen? He's looking at her suspect as hell. If I don't know if you peeped that, he was looking at her like this shit is fucked up. He didn't even know his son was dead until he arrived.
Yeah, well, Cersei's crazy. Cersei's fucking crazy, bro. But is she crazy? I mean, fuck it, Umar, man. Them motherfuckers gonna they were gonna fucking embarrass her again. I mean, blow them motherfuckers up. Her own son was sending her out there as well, Umar. Her own son was there. I think she did the right thing, man. I think she only thing she did is to fuck them all up, man. It's to fuck them all.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, she didn't mean for her son to die. But once her son's dead, she's gonna go crazy now.
Yeah, but the son didn't want to talk to her no more. Remember, the son chose not to even talk to her.
Yeah, because the faith militant, the high scepter got into his brain.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say to you, bro. Like she could have ordered at that point the mountain to bring the king to her. You know what I'm saying? To come, I want you to watch with me. What we do with our enemies. And then they could have talked about Marjorie, but that wasn't the case. Tommen's weak and he threw himself out the thing, man. He was crazy. But listen.
See, Cersei got everything she wanted because you remember from the beginning, the reason why Cersei brought the high scepter and the faith militant to the end was because she wanted to get rid of she wanted to get rid of Marjorie and all of them. That was her whole goal.
Oh yeah, well, she said, yeah.
And it worked out. It worked out perfectly until her son threw himself out the window.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But I have predictions for next week. I'm seeing overall. How would you rate the whole season? Because I know you've caught up with Mar, which is pretty good with Mar. I've been telling you a show for up. How would you rate the whole? This is from season 6. How would you rate?
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, bro. This is the best season, top to bottom, that they've ever done. I love this season. Everything about it was great. Finding out Jon Snow, seeing that you were right, because you've been telling me this for a while, that Jon Snow's mother was Lyanna and that it was Rhaegar's son. You told me that a couple episodes ago, and I was talking shit to you like, nah, you're wrong, but you were 100% right. Just everything, the way it came together beautifully. And I just love watching episodes and then talking to you about them, because you give me a lot of information ahead of time that I disregard, but you always seem to be right. I love this season. I give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. I think I'll give it 9. There was 2 episodes I didn't like. One when the Blackfish got killed, and I think there was another one I didn't like. It was whack. It was a filler show, and a lot of people.
You hated when Hodor got killed too.
No, I didn't hate that. I think that was good. I didn't like. It was depressing, but it was good. But there was one off. I think there was one after that. And it was like 2 episodes that I didn't really like. And usually I like every one of them, but there was 2. So I'd give it a 9, even though I'd rate it in body. This obviously episode.
And I like the way, I like the way Aya came back with. This is what's crazy, right? And I just want to touch on this before we cut off. When Aya, right? Because Aya was the. Remember when Jaime and the other night were in the bar? They were eyeing Aya, even though she had the face on. That was Aya.
Yeah, that's Bronn. Yeah, Jaime and Bronn.
Bronn. Yeah, Bronn wanted to fuck Aya, even though I had the face on, whatever.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was Aya. Did you know it was her? I didn't know it was her.
No. I didn't know at all until the scene came up where she cut his throat. But I'm just now looking back at it, that was Aya. And then Aya said, "They're already here, my lord." Blah, blah. And then he seen the nose and the finger into the cake, and then she pulled the face off and cut his fucking throat. And I love that. She got her revenge. She's the only person in that family besides Jon Snow that's really looking for revenge for that family. Because Sansa's just going along for the ride. Bran is whoever knows, and the other brother's dead already. So it's just like Aya and Jon Snow. They're really looking for revenge for their parents.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, who else is there for them? I think this point they just hold down. If I'm Jon Snow, I hold down the north, and I send more troops to the wall. If anything, I'll probably go down there myself. In fact, you know what I do? I send the whole of the fucking north to the wall. They're like, why are you
Snow?
Yeah, I said
the King of the North.
Yeah, the King of the North. I said you always have to have I leave Sansa in Winterfell and tell her we're gonna have to go to the wall. And they go, why? Because the White Walkers are coming.
Yeah, they're coming.
Winter's here though. They said winter's here, so
the winter's here, but you know the White Walkers are coming.
Yeah, so we're gonna. So what Jon Stark's gonna have to say at this point, my lords, we're gonna have to go to the wall. They go, why we have to go to the wall? Because the White Walkers are coming. Then they're gonna say, well, how can we leave our hands? Listen to me, bro. If we don't leave and go and defend the wall, we're gonna have no homes left anyway. So we're gonna have to go to the fucking wall and hold back these White Walkers, bro. And hopefully, at that point, Sam will meet them halfway and tell them some stuff. They need to get some dragon glass. Everyone needs to load up.
They sent, they sent Jon Snow sent Sam to the Citadel as a maester to learn how to make wildfire and all that.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he hopefully meets them. He learns a bit and comes back, meets them. Remember,
that's what's gonna happen, bro.
I'm hoping. So when he meets them at the wall, they can do it. But I heard this is the thing I know you don't know about. This is a rumor that there's a thing to bring down the wall. I heard there's a horn. If you blow this horn, the whole of the wall will come down. That's what I heard. Everyone's talking about. It's rumors. So I heard the king, the White King, whatever.
All your fucking rumors have been correct so far. So I assume.
I know it's true, but I heard it can bring down the fucking wall, man. Because you know the wall's got magic in it. Another rumor as well is Bran.
Yeah, the uncle on the last episode said that the wall has magic in it. He said that when he dropped off Bran and that girl.
Yeah, but you see the thing is, yeah, the wall has magic in it. The wall was built by Bran, and a lot of people are saying that Bran, because obviously Bran can go back in time. The original Bran was the Bran from Stark, the one you saw. He was the one who built the wall, but I don't know if that's true or not. So that's rumors about it. So I don't know as well. I don't know if that's gonna happen. But I do know that if I'm just saying what Jon Snow should do. I'm not a prediction that he should just tell the Lords we're gonna have to send mad men to the wall to stop these motherfucking White Walkers from coming through. Because if they get through, we're all fucked over here. Everyone's fucked. Because you know what I mean? They just turn dead into Walking. The Walking Dead, you know, like the Walking Dead TV series. So that's the most imminent threat right now. And all of the kings and all that shit, they all need to be aware. All of them gonna have to team up to get rid of them White Walkers because they're not fucking around, bro. They're not fucking around.
But I know one thing, EJ, we're guaranteed 2 more seasons. We're guaranteed the 7th to 8th. HBO's already signed up for that. So we're guaranteed next season and the season after that, guaranteed. So it's going to take at least 2 seasons to get to the finish.
Fair enough. Fair play then. But that's all right then. But I'll tell you what, yeah? I can tell you this next season. Sansa, what's her name again? Cersei and Jaime ain't going to be around no more. I can tell you that for that.
Bro, Sansa, and my prediction, the little prediction, this is a little mini prediction. It's nothing serious, but Sansa and Jon Snow are going to have static next season because of Littlefinger. If you notice, when they were crowning, because before that, right, when they were on the wall and it was Jon Snow and Sansa by their dolo, he was like, I prepared our parents' room, blah, 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 for you. And she was like, oh, you should take it, blah, blah. Nah, you're the only true star, blah, blah, blah. But then when they went to the place and then Lady Mormont spoke up for him that his being the king of the North. At first she was smiling, and then when Littlefinger gave her a look, she started frowning and shit. She was eyeballing, looking real like she's gonna betray him. I think she might betray Jon, and I think Jon might have to kill Sansa, bro. I'm just saying it ahead of time. I think Sansa may betray him. I'm telling you, Sansa may betray him with Littlefinger.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, yeah, she trusts Joe. She don't trust no one, but she trusts Joe more. She trusts Jon more than him because in the day he has her welfare. You know, Jon would never harm her. You know what I'm saying? He would never do anything to harm her. But
I agree, EJ. But why is she always running back to Littlefinger?
What you supposed to do, bro? If she didn't go with Littlefinger, they would have all died, bro.
No, I'm not talking about, bro. I'm not talking about when Littlefinger brought the Knights of the Vale. That's fair enough. But I'm talking about after the fact. It seems like she's still listening to Littlefinger, and Littlefinger is a manipulative bastard that just wants the Iron Throne.
She never called for Littlefinger. Littlefinger came to find her. She was sitting there resting, thinking about shit. He's the one stalking her, bro. He's stalking her. Remember? Listen to this,
bro. But did you peep? Just listen. Did you peep the one scene when they made him king of the North? Did you see Sansa's reaction to that? It was very negative.
Yeah, I'm explaining. My opinion on that scene is, yeah, it's the way he's looking at her. Is that the king of the North? That maybe that should be you, but she's looking at him like she still feels some type of way about him. Look, you got to understand this, right? She doesn't know that he killed her father and her mom, right? That's the first thing, right? Next thing you need to understand is that she saw him kill her aunt. So he's killed her mom, help kill her mom, right? Help kill her dad, and kill the aunt.
She doesn't
No,
know
I
that.
know.
Though.
This is what I'm saying.
You know what, EJ?
Yeah, let me finish.
Go ahead. My bad.
He's killed all three of them, right? Right? And now he's basically plotting the downfall of her brother. She doesn't know it, but there's one thing she does know, that this guy's ruthless. He's killed her aunt, and she lied for him, right? She lied for him, and then she thought she was okay and safe with him, and he fucking sent off to the Boltons. That's what she does know. So she don't trust a motherfucker out here, but she does trust Jon Snow.
You know what, EJ? You brought up a good point. I forgot because she doesn't know that. Maybe next season she finds out that Littlefinger was behind her mother getting killed.
Yeah, and you know. Yeah, and you know.
Maybe she finds out he was behind the Red Wedding.
You know,
and if she finds that out, then he's gonna get killed.
Yeah, you know who tells her? The Queen of Thorn might tell her. The Queen of this shit always gets out. This motherfucker was behind the Red Wedding, man. This motherfucker set her mom up, set her dad up, killed her auntie. Now we're trying to kill Jon Snow. Bro, listen, Umar. Littlefinger's time. This is the thing,
I hate Littlefinger. I hate Littlefinger. He's a great character. Don't get me.
So, you know, when Littlefinger tried to kiss her, she backed off. Yeah, she still likes him, right? But she understands that
she's in love with him. She's in love with him. She backed off, but she loved him.
No. She still likes him, but she knows she had to lie for him after he killed her aunt. Another thing as well. The only reason she wanted him killed. Remember, what's the night girl? Brienne of Tarth. She knows everything because Sansa shares everything with her. Remember that, right? So she remember Littlefinger did. Remember she promised herself to Sansa early on, and Littlefinger said, nah. You lost you killed you couldn't protect your king, so how are you gonna protect Sansa? And he realized that, and that was Littlefinger's doing that Brienne of Tarth didn't protect their dead. So the fuck she's gonna trust Littlefinger, Umar? She ain't fucking trusting that dude right there. But like I said, I think Jon's gonna take off to the wall and leave Stark, leave her Stark in the house, because you need to. There always has to be a Stark in Winterfell. You can't leave,
bro. By next season, right? By next season, Jon Snow. This is a. Hold on one second.
So, you know.
But EJ, by next season, this is what I think, right? This is just a little theory of mine. You know how when the first season, right, where Robert Baratheon and Ned went down to the crypts underneath Winterfell?
Yeah, I remember that.
And he wanted to bring Lyanna to Westeros or whatever?
Yeah.
And you know how all the Starks are buried underneath Winterfell, correct? Mm-hmm. I think, this is just a theory of mine, I think that Jon Snow, in the first episode, I'm going to tell you the first episode, that he's going to go down to those crypts to bury his brother that just died on episode 9, to bury his brother. Because he said in episode 9, bury my brother in the crypts, blah, 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 where all the Starks are buried. That's what he said. So he's going to go down there to see his brother or to bury his brother, and he's going to see his grave because he's a real Stark at the end of the day, because his mother was a Stark. And I think, you remember in the first season how there was how it collapsed and there was rocks and you could only go but so far in the crypt? Mm-hmm. I think he's going to see something that's going to cause him to go a little bit further, and he's going to see his grave, because they make those crypts years ahead of time for everybody. I think he's going to see his name on there, Jon Stark, ahead of time, and he's going to realize that who his mother is. That's how I think he's going to figure out. Son of Rhaegar Targaryen, son of Lyanna Stark, and he's going to realize that he's a real true Stark. I think that's how he's going to find out.
Let me tell you something. So I'll tell you something that you told me, right? Which I agree with. You told me that the son always takes the father's name. Now, Eddard Stark was going to tell him who his father was when he came back, when he was coming back from King's Landing, but she never.
Yeah, he did say that. Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So remember that now. So you always take your father's name. So when you take your father's name, you cannot take your mom's name. There's no way. So he's a Targaryen. So
he's a Targaryen. Yeah, he's a Targaryen. That's what I say.
Targaryen. If he's a Targaryen, then his home is King's Landing. That is it. Point blank. Period. That's it. That because you are your father's son, right? And in that point, that time, he can marry. People were speculating that he might marry Arya. He might marry Arya Stark to join houses. They're talking.
No, why would he? That would be marrying his niece.
Oh no, they're not related properly though. They're not related properly.
bruh, what are you talking about? Ned Stark is the father of Arya and Sansa, which is the sister of his mother. That would be his niece. They're his nieces. No, listen, bro. Sansa is not his sister. That's his niece. That would be him marrying his niece. That's some fuckery.
Umar, we're not living in our world, Umar. We're living in their world. They marry brother and sister marry.
You're right. They might marry each other. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? We're not in our world, in their world.
You're right. You never know. You never know.
They marry for titles, right? They marry for titles. They marry to keep land, to keep things in. If anything, he might even marry.
Exactly. To gain power and all that. He might marry Sansa.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to tell you. When you find out you're a Stark, now you can marry one of them. He might even marry the bloody woman, one of the Sand Queens. He has a choice of the marry.
He might even marry. How about this? He might even marry Daenerys.
Yeah, he could marry Daenerys.
Who's
Targaryen?
Technically, he's Daenerys' nephew.
Yeah, he can marry her. Yeah, and what about Tyrion? Tyrion's making a play for Daenerys.
Tyrion want that. Tyrion want that, bro. Because if you watch that scene with them together, he was basically telling her that he was in love with her. I don't know if anybody peeped that. I peeped it. He was telling her that he loved her.
That's right.
Every you ever repeat that? Every man that comes in contact with Daenerys Targaryen falls in love with her.
Yep, everyone. The only one she really loved is the guy who raped her. You know, with Daenerys, you can't walk up to her. You have to rape her. Like, I'm not trying to say I'm not condoning rape, so people listen to me.
No. For the show purposes, you're right. You're right.
She likes to be took. You know what I mean? You can't.
Yeah, exactly. You have to take her. Yeah, you're right.
Because remember that was her first actually sexual encounter. She got took.
Yeah, and and the only man she truly loved was fucking Khal Drogo.
Khal Drogo, bro. That's the only thing she ever loved, bro. She went his baby. She ate that meat. She ate the heart. What, she ate the heart of the beast or whatever? She's a Targaryen. She's almost like a Khal, boy. She's got more in common with them. Remember, they were the first people to embrace her, and that's why she does her hair that way. Because you remember,
I'm telling you, bro, your boy Jon Snow is gonna be sitting on that Iron Throne.
Yeah, that's true, man. But you can keep saying that. I can't guarantee that. I don't think Jon Snow really is up for that shit. Jon Snow is a commoner. You know, even though he's got that blood, he's got more common. He's got more common blood.
But that's why he would be the best ruler, because he knows what it feels like to be a piece of shit and to rise to the top. He would treat everybody the best.
You know what? I can see king and queen. I think you could have you could have a Jill. You could have Daenerys and you could have thing. But I'm not really worried about the kings right now. I'm more worried about, like, for me, I'm worried about the fucking White Walkers, bro. That's what I care about, bro. Like, the Faith Militant have gone. I couldn't stand them. They're gone. My attention quickly goes to the White Walkers, because they're no joke, man. They're no friggin' joke, man. They will take you, eat you, and they turn you. Your dead body, you're up. You become one of them. That's what I'm on. Another thing as well I want to address here is the little birds. Qyburne's little birds, or Varys' little birds. Man, they killed Grandmaster Pycelle. Umar, if them little kids come at you with knives, how would you handle them? Like, I would have got one pole and wiped them all out, man. You know what I mean? They killed Grandmaster Pycelle pretty easily. He died a terrible death, actually. Umar, I guess Umar's not there no more, man.
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm here.
Let's ask you a question. How would you deal with the little birds who killed Grandmaster Pycelle? You see the little birds, they're stabbing people now. They were just there for whiskey. All of a sudden they kill.
Yeah, but what was funny is about that whole scene, right? I knew that Varys was behind that. Varys set that up because those were all Varys' little birds.
Varys killed the highest. It was Qyburne.
No. Well, maybe it was Qyburne who controlled all that. But I always thought that was Varys that orchestrated that little situation. But I could be wrong.
No, that's Qyburne, man. It's Qyburne orchestrated that. You see this right behind.
All right, cool. Well, it was crazy because they were stabbing people up like crazy.
Yeah, they were man. The little kids, they just turned deadly. You know, Qyburne's got them with knives in their hands and stuff. I don't know what training they got, but they do pretty good with it as well. They a little kid come up to you and stab you, and they stab you in certain places where they cripple you. You know, so but hey, that's what we got to say this season. I was hoping these stars will come over. I'll probably hit him up again. I'm gonna thank Umar for coming over, man. And what a great season it was, man. Like I said, I probably the whole season I'll give it a 9. There's a couple of episodes I didn't really like, but the finale is 10 out of 10, no question. And the Battle of the Bastards, 10 out of 10, no question there as well. I'm upset that Marjorie Tyrell's dead because I like the Tyrells, man. Not necessarily too much of brother, but Marjorie was a tremendous actor. I'm glad the High Sparrow is dead. I couldn't stand that guy. I wanted him to die a more wickeder death than what he got. His whole arrogance and pompous self caused him to get himself bombed up by Cersei. But hey, it is what it is, man. So from EJ Boxing Live, Ben Umar, and all the rest of the guys, man, what a great season. And hey, we look forward to next season, season 7. And I'll be there, man, to follow every episode, man. So I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll catch you again. Peace.